Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 13th Annual General Meeting of AP Energy Ltd. On behalf of the company and Board of Directors, I, Karmit Sheth, Company Secretary of the company, extend a very warm welcome to everyone present at this meeting via video conferencing and other audio-visual means. I would like to welcome all the dignitaries present on the dais, as well as present from their respective locations, including our board members, statutory auditors, secretarial auditor, practicing company secretary, and scrutinizer. The word that describes KP Energy in the best way at this juncture is transformation. As has been titled in our annual report this year, our company is becoming more nimble and execution driven to leverage the sea of opportunities offered by the renewable energy industry in India at this juncture. More on it will be shared with our board members during the proceedings of this meeting. We are conducting this AGM in accordance with the guidelines issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, Securities Exchange Board of India. Before we start the proceedings of the meeting, I will take you through certain points regarding the participation and voting at this meeting. All the members who have joined this meeting are by default placed on mute mode by the host to avoid any disturbance arising from background noise and ensure smooth and seamless conduct of this meeting. Members who have not casted through remote e-voting can cast their votes through e-voting facility during this AGM. The members who have casted their votes by remote e-voting prior to this meeting shall not be casting their vote once again. Since the AGM is being held through video conferencing, as per the MCA circular, physical attendance of the member has been dispensed with. Accordingly, the facility of appointment of proxy by the members has not been made available for this meeting. Proceeding of this meeting is being recorded for compliance purposes. Now, moving towards the proceedings of the meeting, I declare that the requisite quorum for the meeting, in accordance with the provision of Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013, is present through this video conference, and hence I request Mrs. Bhadrabala Joshi, non-executive, non-independent director and chairperson of the board, to chair the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, madam.
Thanks, Kamit. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I, Bhadrabala Dhiman Joshi, non-executive director and chairperson of the board of directors, have great pleasure in extending you a warm and cordial welcome to this 13th annual general meeting of your company. As a chairperson of this meeting, it is honor and privilege for me to address all of you on behalf of the board of directors of your company. This meeting is conducted through video conference and other audiovisual means in compliance of circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the Government of India, and the Security and Exchange Board of India. The company has ensured to take all feasible steps to ensure participation of the shareholders in this annual general meeting and vote. Adequate facility of the video conferencing has also been provided by the company. The requisite quorum is present, and therefore I call meeting to order and declare that the proceeding of this 13th annual general meeting has commenced. The register of directors and key managerial personnel and register of contracts or arrangement in which directors are interested are available for the inspection of the members. I wish to introduce the member of the board of directors and key managerial personnel participating in this meeting for the behalf of new members attending this meeting. Our most respected Shri Farooq Patel, Managing Director, Shri Affan Patel, full-time director, who is present in the meeting from Mahua side through video conference. Shri Arvind Patadia, non-executive independent director. Srimati Venu Birappa, additional director, independent. Shri Dr. N. Karunamurthy, non-executive independent director. Shri Bhupendra Shah, non-executive non-independent director. Shri Praveen Singh, chief financial officer. Shri Karmit Seth, company secretary and compliance officer. All the directors of the company are present at this meeting. I wish to inform the members present that Mr. Arvind Patadia, Chairman of Audit Committee, is present at this meeting in compliance of SEBI listing obligation and disclosure requirement regulations. The authorized representative of the statutory auditors, Messrs. Mark and Associate, Secretarial Auditor, Messrs. SJV and Associate of the company, are present in this meeting. Mr. Bhavesh Kumar Rawal, practicing company secretary, is also present in this meeting. Dear members, the notice dated 31st August 2022 conveying this annual general meeting and a copy of an annual report for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022 has already been circulated to members of the company electronically. With your permission, I shall take that as a read. The auditor's report on the standalone and consolidated financial statements and the secretarial audit report of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2022 do not contain any qualification, reservation, adverse remark, or disclaimer. Accordingly, the reports are not required to be read out as provided in the Company Act 2013. The company has provided the facility of remote e-voting to the shareholders to cast their vote electronically. The remote e-voting was open from 26 September 2022 at 10 a.m. and ended on 28 September 2022 at 5 p.m. We will now take up the official business of the meeting. I wish to inform the members that the resolutions have already been put to vote through remote e-voting and e-voting during this AGM, and therefore there will be no proposing or seconding of the resolutions. I would request Mr. Karmit Seth, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the company, to read out the resolutions set forth in the notice conveying this meeting circulated to you all. Mr. Karmit Seth.
Thank you, madam. There have been total 9 agenda items contained in the notice calling 13th annual general meeting of the company, dated 31st August 2022. In the ordinary business, item number 1 is pertaining to receive, consider, and adopt the audited financial statement on standalone and consolidated basis for the year ended March 31, 2022, together with the report of the auditors thereon. Item number 2 of the ordinary business is relating to declaration of the final dividend at 2.5%, that is rupees 25 paisa per equity share of the face value of rupees 10 each for the financial year 21-22, and to confirm the payment of interim dividend paid by the company during the financial year 2021. Total dividend for the financial year 21-22 amounts to rupees 1 per equity share of the face value of rupees 10 each, together with the first interim dividend at 5% and second interim dividend at 2.5%, declared respectively on October 29, 2021 and January 17, 2022. Item number 3 of the ordinary business is in relation to appoint a director in place of Mr. Affan Farooq Patel, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. In special business, item number 4 is pertaining to rectification of the remuneration of the cost auditor. Item number 5 of the special business seeks the approval for appointment of Mrs. Venu Birappa as non-executive independent director of the company. Item number 6 of the special business is pertaining to approval of payment of remuneration to Mrs. Venu Birappa for the financial year 22-23, which may exceed 50% of the remuneration payable to all the non-executive directors of the company. Item number 7 of the special business is relating to revision in remuneration payable to Mr. Affan Farooq Patel, full-time director of the company. Item number 8 of the special business seeks the approval of material related party transactions between KP Energy Limited and KPI Green Energy Limited. Item number 9 seeks approval of material related party transactions between KP Energy Limited and KP Bilcon Private Limited. Thank you. Over to you.
Thanks, Karmit. Put your heart mind, and soul into even your smallest act. This is the secret of the success. And Mr. Arvind Patadia believes this principle. So I would now request Mr. Arvind Patadia, Independent Director and Chairman of Audit Committee, to brief on financial performance of the company during the financial year 2020-21. Shri Arvind Bhai.
Thanks, madam. Dear shareholders, first of all, I extend very warm welcome and express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for attending our 13th AGM. As the chairman of the audit committee of KP Energy Limited, I would like to brief all members about the financial performance of the company, its reasoning, rationale, and implications. To begin with, I'll give an overview of financial performance for FY22 based on 5 parameters. These 5 parameters are namely revenue, EBITDA, net worth and debt ratios, balance sheet, accounting policies, and financial control measures. So I'll first address revenue. Financial performance for FY22 has been a mixed bag on a consolidated basis. The company reported a staggering revenue of rupees 250.4 crores from operations in financial year 22 compared to rupees 69 crores during the previous year, a monumental growth of 260%, 63% year over year. Let us congratulate the whole team. Second parameter is EBITDA. However, the company witnessed some compression on profitability front. EBITDA margin for the year stood at 13.7%, which is lower than the previous year of 25.8%. The reduction in EBITDA margin is contributed or attributed to the increase in commodity prices and input costs, and coupled with not so lucrative EPCC contract mix, that is contract with WTG supply and contracts without WTG supply. Subsequently, our PAT stood at 20.9 crores in financial year 22 compared to rupees 7.2 crores in the previous year. This is nearly a 3 times over previous year. Apart from strong recovery in our EPCC business, we also witness a steady increase in our OMS business with the addition of O&M contracts during the last quarter of FY22. Now I'll go to the third parameter, that is the net worth and debt equity ratio. The company further strengthened its balance sheet. I am repeating, company further strengthened its balance sheet in current year as net worth increased from 2 digits of 89.1 crores during last year to 3 digits of 108.4 in FY22. 108 number is one of the luckiest so far as India is concerned. Let us see that this year also becomes better and better. Subsequently, this in turn has reduced the debt equity, or vice versa, it has improved from 0.45 in FY21 to 0.28 in FY22. The normal practice is a 0.3. So the company has done here substantially better. Balance sheet is the fourth parameter. This is the most significant aspect. The company also improved its interest coverage ratio in addition to increase in its profitability, as I have explained earlier. The strength of the balance sheet gives an optimistic outlook, which will prove a significant advantage for the company as it will help us to absorb transitionary difficulties and take on large utility scale projects. This is a very good opening available to company. On the fifth parameter, I address accounting policies and financial control measures. The audit committee regularly interacted with internal auditors and statutory auditors. The focus area is to improve overall efficiency, including to, but not limited to, managing business operations and customer relations. The company is also focusing on implementation of best-in-class enterprise resource planning software, SAP. With this, I say, let God and Goddess our prosperity on one and all. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Arvindji. Mrs. SJV and Associates Practicing Company Secretaries has been appointed as a scrutinizer for independently carrying out the e-voting in fair and transparent manner. Has verified the voting process along with the details received from CDSL, the e-voting service provider. The result of remote e-voting and e-voting done during the AGM would be announced after receipt of the consolidated report from scrutinizer. Subject to receipt of requisite numbers of votes, the resolution shall be deemed to be passed on the date of this 13th annual general meeting, that is 29 September 2022. The scrutinizer is requested to hand over the result to Mr. Karmit Seth, the company secretary and compliance officer of the company within the stipulated time. The result will also be displayed on the website of the company as well as on the website of the Bombay Stock Exchange. I remember when Gujarati quote seeing Affan, our youngest director, ઘટમાં ઘોડા થન ગને આતમ વીંચે પાક ઘટમાં ઘોડા થન ગને આતમ વીંચે પાક અણદીઠેલી ભૂમ પર યૌવન માંડે આંખ Affan. So I would request Mr. Affan Patel to address the shareholders on execution performance of the company. Affan Patel.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible, Affan.
Yes, shareholder. Very good afternoon. It is my absolute honor and privilege to address you on this 13th AGM of your company. Being a whole-time director, I have been entrusted with the overall execution responsibility to take the company a notch higher and make it future-proof. We are cognizant of the fact that when dealing with industry major on large-scale utility projects, quality delivery and service become key factor when choosing a partner. We are focused on being the best. I believe the new initiative we have been continuously taking will provide a significant leverage in the future. I can say that we are progressing well with the execution of all our projects and are moving swiftly toward reaping the benefits of our business in pipeline. Our business in pipeline like Sitpur project for Apra Energy, 252 megawatt. During the year through our executional excellence and powers, we were able to expand our scope of work in this project. We secured additional work, including WTG foundation and erection activity, which were earlier in the WTG supplier scope of work. With this, we now have the entire balance of plant scope for the project, a key achievement for us this year. As for execution, our work is progressing well on the 220 kV EHV line and the 300 megawatt wind farm cooling substation. We have also made significant progress in building access road and completing almost half of the project WTG foundation work. KP Energy is on schedule for the project and WTG erection activity are expected to commence from financial year 2022-2023 onwards. MOA 1 project. The second project, MOA 1 project, KP Energy has commissioned this 15.3 megawatt project for a captive power consumer at the MOA site. Well within the timeline, despite a slightly delay in WTG delivery, we were still able to commission this project in the shortest record time of 4 months. All thanks to our dependence in the balance of plant activities, which include area development, making access road, laying foundation, and a 33 kV interline network, etc. Our third project, MOA Bungar and Fulsar hybrid project. We are developing overall 200 hybrid project at Bungar and Fulsar site. We have commenced development activities for both the sites, which include land acquisition for the pooling substation and WTG and solar location, construction of EHV line and WTG foundation, regulatory permits and approvals are also progressing and are well within the ambit. In addition, Further, we have also closed contract with the client for these sites. All in all, our projects are being executed in the most efficient and time-bound manner. Despite minor hiccup, this certainly emboldened our faith in our abilities and gives us the confidence to expand and chase more prestigious project in the year ahead. In closing, I would like to share that I am truly humbled by the faith that the board of directors and each one of you has shown toward me. I am truly grateful and promise to do our best always. Thank you.
Thanks, Apan. Success has a simple formula. Do your best and people may like it. This is the principle Venuben believes. So now I would like to request Mrs. Venu Virappa to throw some light on the corporate governance and regulatory aspects. Venuben.
Thank you, Bhadraben. Good afternoon, one and all. Thank you for being present with us today. I welcome you all to the 13th Annual General Meeting of your company, KP Energy Limited. It's a pleasure to address our esteemed shareholders. I would like to briefly touch upon the aspects such as corporate governance practices at the company and the regulatory environment of the industry where we operate. So first we look into the corporate governance framework. I, being an independent director of the company, would like to inform that the company adheres to the best corporate governance practices and always strives to improve on these aspects to ensure necessary check and balances are present to safeguard the company's best interest. These practices flow top to down from the board level to the entire organization. The company's board is the custodian of the corporate governance framework. Hence, the board itself comprises of 75% non-executive directors coupled with non-executive chairman of the board of directors. Each board committee comprises of optimum number of independent directors, with some committees being chaired by the independent directors. The board, through its various committees, also conducts periodic performance reviews of the non-independent directors and the board of whole. I wish to inform that the company has a well-defined governance policies on various matters like insider trading, related party transactions, whistleblower, vigil mechanism, etc. Your company diligently follows its quality, health, safety, and environment QHSE policy. We look into regulatory environment. India's renewable energy landscape, specifically the wind energy landscape, has undergone a sea changes in the last 5 years. Ever since the industry moved from the feed-in tariff to the reverse auction-based price discovering mechanism in 2017, to the latest push for the new and promising initiatives such as hybrid policy, offshore wind policy, and some policies pushed during the tough COVID-19 phase, which boosted the industry, including the extension of waiver of interstate power transmission ISTS charges, among others. On the public sector side, action to improve the health of DISCOMs becomes crucial for accommodating a higher share of wind into its transmission and distribution network. Further, government is also encouraging the PSUs to invest in renewables and participate in bidding auctions to promote the scope of wind energy in India. Some of these promising opportunities are of great significance to your company as well, including the opportunity of executing utility-scale hybrid projects. This will minimize the variability and grid vulnerability and also optimally utilize the scarce land and grid assets. The company is actively pursuing opportunities in this segment and is closely working with the stakeholders in the renewable energy industry to conceptualize and to execute the hybrid projects. Thank you all.
Thanks, Venuben.
Thank you.
Personality can open the doors, but only character can keep them open. So I would now like to request Dr. N. Karunamurthy to share with you the future prospect of renewable energy industry and company. Shri Karunamurthy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And dear shareholders, it's a pleasure to speak to you on this important occasion. That is 13th AGM of our company KP Energy Limited. And particularly on the topic that is close to my heart, that is the potential of renewable and more specifically wind energy in India. See, overlooking the immediate challenges faced by the industry during COVID-19, especially during the second wave of the pandemic, that is mid of 2021. India wind industry is poised for a long runway of growth. There was a totally business down during second wave of the pandemic. So the pandemic induced an indirect disruption in the industry due to slowdown production of wind towers, that is manufacturing of wind towers, just like other industrial activities. So to add to this, severe supply chain congestions and inflationary pressure further dampened our business activities briefly. However, the industry has overcome these challenges and come back stronger than ever. Our PM recent announcement at COP26, that is Conference of Parties 26, provide more impetus for the industry to grow. India has made a commitment to achieve 500 gigawatt renewable energy capacity by 2030. This is a commitment government of India has made in Conference of Parties 26, by which a significant portion will be from wind energy. That is 140 gigawatt out of 500 gigawatt. 140 is the target. 140 gigawatt is the target set by government of India. That is at present government of India has reached about 45 gigawatt so far. So we have still almost 95 gigawatt opportunity is there for company. This opportunity is available for the company. And secondly, not only this government of India target, there are other various policy measures from respective authorities have also aided in catalyzing the industry's performance in recent times. Some of these policies include an extension in the waiver, that is ISTS charges waiver extended till June 2025, and innovative action models for the hybrid projects. This is the new discovery and the new model. The wind energy or wind plus solar hybrid projects, among others. Further, the third one is government is also working on grid integration. That is almost 44 gigawatt of new renewable energy through green energy corridors. And apart from this, another area of focus for the government and industry participants is offshore. This is offshore realization. In consultation with the industry participants and bodies, the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, that is MNRE, has floated a prospective wind bid trajectory of 4 gigawatt in financial year 23, and which has expressed intent to maintain this run rate up to fill for financial year 25. That is outlining India's bold, ambitious target in the renewable energy sector. That is 140 gigawatt is for the wind. So I told 45 gigawatt so far is commissioned. So another 95 gigawatt, the opportunity is available to the company, and which is showing good growth to the company as well as the growth of India in the RE sector. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karunamurthy ji.
Thank you.
I wish to inform the members that we have not received any request for registration of shareholder to express their views or ask questions during the meeting in accordance with the instruction provided in the notice calling this AGM. So I would now like to request Shri Manish Bhai Turakia to share few words with us. Shri Manish Bhai.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Well, Farooq Bhai
Yes, sir.
and distinguished members of the board, Karmit, Praveen, Affan. Most of the business aspects have been very well narrated by all of you. And I'll just, it takes me back to the memory when we were planning a public issue and public issue came and all the subsequent AGMs and the corporatization which Farooq Bhai and his family has adopted is a true transmission from what they can call a proprietary company to a true corporate, and the benefits of which are very much visible in terms of easy transmission and takeover by a fund. So it was the adoption of corporatization that has transferred this into a company, and this company is into the journey of wealth formation. Not only wealth formation in terms of equity share price, but in terms of asset creation also. As a group, of course, the group is also quite large now. And I sincerely wish and I can foresee also that this journey will continue. And very soon, maybe we will be listed on NSE also, and in near future at NYSE also, because the sector in which we are present as an investable audience of international investors who are eyeing us, this sector actually, we can see the investment attracted by companies like Adani and all. So my sincere best wishes to you and my good luck to you. Afan, stay fit, stay healthy. You have very long way to go. My sincere greetings to Farooq Bhai for shouldering this responsibility now as a sole promoter. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Manish bhai. Our most respected director, Farooq bhai, always says that Udyamenya hi siddhyanti karyani na manorathe. Udyamena hi siddhyanti karyani na manorathe nahi suptasya sinhasya pravishanti mukhe mruga. हिंदी में कहती हूँ कि जो उद्यम करते हैं उसी को ही सिद्धि मिलती है, नहीं तो सिंह राजा है फिर भी उसके मुख में मुर्ग खुद आके नहीं गिरता है। इसी तरह उनका दूसरा एक प्रिंसिपल है, क्षणशः कर्णश्चैव विद्यामर्थ च साधयेत्। क्षणक्षः कर्णश्चैव विद्यामर्थ च साधयेत्। क्षणे नष्टे कुतो विद्या, कणे नष्टे कुतो धनम। जो क्षण क्षण का उपयोग करते हैं, क्षण क्षण के लिए काम करते हैं, उनको धन खुद ब खुद मिलता है, और जो क्षण को धन नहीं समझते उनको धन कहाँ मिलता है। ये है हमारे फारूक भाई। सो नाउ I would request Shri Farooq Bhai Patel to address the shareholders.
Thank you very much, Vadraben. So many things you have told about me. Now it is, I have to prove.
You
So
have proved.
thank you very much. First of all, I warmly welcome all the stakeholders, shareholders, especially Manish Bhai, Bhavesh, and Janki, of course, the big sir, and the member of board member like senior most Mr. Arvind Patadia Sahib.
Thank you.
Dr. N. Murthy Sahab,
Thank you, sir.
Shah Sahab, Upendra Shah Sahib, our CFO Praveen Singh, Padrabala Joshi, our backbone Vanu Virappa, and of course, हम सबका चहीता Karmit Seth, and all the vendors, all our contractors, suppliers, our bankers, our media partner. And when I talk about the Manish Bhai, of course, I'll say the Meghna Ben also. I remember Manish Bhai, Meghna Ben's, all the things from the beginning. Every time she were with us, and I appreciate that support for the company what he has given to us. I say Assalamu alaikum. Meaning of Assalamu alaikum is ईश्वर अल्लाह हम सबको सलामत रखे, आप सबको सलामत रखे. I of course thanks my parents who has given the very blessed to me and Affan and all the companies, and I do believe because of their blessings and because of their duas, company reach this stage and it will be go more and more height. मनीष भाई, खुल जाएंगे सभी रास्ते, रुकावटों से लड़ तो सही. खुल जाएंगे अफान, खुल जाएंगे सभी रास्ते, रुकावटों से लड़ तो सही. सब होगा हासिल, सब होगा हासिल, तू जिद पर अड़ तो सही. To overcome challenges, one must put in their efforts. Nothing is impossible if one refuses to surrender. Surrender होना हमने कभी किसी ने सीखा ही नहीं है. न तेरे दादा ने सीखा है, न तेरे बाप ने, न तू सीखेगा. जीत करो, और वो भी जीत की जीत होती है. Thank you everybody to be here on 30th annual general meeting through the video conferencing, and thanks to be here with us all the way together in the testing time of past years and the challenges threatening survival for the wind industry crisis. I want to thank each and every stakeholder. May he be our employee or team member, shareholder, our service provider, our suppliers, our clients, or the customer, our banker, our well-wisher, our regulator. I respect you and remain grateful on the behalf of the board of KP Energy to one and all to be with us. The challenges were too many. Manish bhai, the challenges were too many. They were too big, but not big or mightier than the Allah. I always believe in that. And that reflects in your balance sheet. We are not talking. We are not shouting only. The balance sheet itself, financial figure itself is saying that 250.38 crore last year means March 2022 revenue, which were before in 2021, 69 crores. It's increased by the 263%. Not only the top line, again you see the bottom line. This is my principle.
Okay.
See the bottom line. Bottom line also increased by 191% than the last year 21. 20.92 crore rupees a PAT, which were in 2021 7.2 crore only. Despite of several challenges, we have commissioned 15.3 megawatt wind project for the captive customer in record time, only in a 4 months. It was 15.3 megawatt, we are saying all the time. Why? Because it has been commissioned in a 4 month and in a last month. McNaven, how are you?
Farooq bhai just mentioned a word of praises for you.
Yes. I always appreciate her support towards the KP Energy, and she have put the trust the day one and today also. So I'm really thankful to the Meghna Ben Manish bhai. Meghna Ben, we were talking about the last year, the toughest and fastest commissioning by the Affan and team. 15.3 megawatt wind power project for the captive customer in record time, only in a 4 month. Out of 4 months, let me tell you, last month, March, there were they have commissioned this 15.3 megawatt. It was really challengeable for us, and team has crossed that thing. Again, thanks to the Afan and team. Same thing, 252 megawatt Aprava project in Sitpur 2 site. It was a challenge for us, but they have crossed all the challenges, and this project is going very, very smooth. Let me tell you one thing, that company has commissioned 81, I think, turbine in the last 14 years. Every year, 8 turbine, I think. And Murthy Saab,
14 years together, 81 turbines.
81 turbine. And in the last year, till today, when I'm talking, they have from the March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months is gone, and they have already erected the more than 45 turbines.
Wow. 8 years, 81, 6 months, 40
So
turbines.
in a year,
Site.
in
Siddhapur.
in a year, average 8 turbine, and in a half year, they have erected 45 turbine. It's nothing but your blazing and the, of course, Afan and whole KP Energy team's spirit. How they are boost up, like, I think 300 times they are going. Development activities for the 200 megawatt wind solar hybrid project under the Gujarat hybrid policy at the Bungar and Fulsar site, where Afan is sitting today, has already been started. They, Vanuben and this, all people, all from the company, they are watching and they are giving the direction to this project also, where the big challenges are there. But the way they are doing, and as you know, we have already out of 200, 181 something, we have already doing the work with the Aditya Birla, and the way they are doing the work, because they have to complete this 200 megawatt within 6 months, and I am watching this very minutely. Inshallah, they will achieve before 31st March of 2023, inshallah. And I really congratulate and I really salute to the spirit. And again, ये मनीष भाई हमारा चित्तानो जमानो चाले चित्तानी स्पीडे कंपनी चाली रही है नॉलेज
Well cited.
કે ચિત્તાની સ્પીડે કંપની ચાલી રહી છે. It's really good. They are not taking any seconds for the gear up. And again, one more thing I have to tell, that company have the 1000 megawatt pipeline already for the future. They have got the evacuation somewhere, they have got the land somewhere, and they are planning for the next 5 years. Planning also they are making it, and that's a very good thing. For that purpose, our CFO and all, they have already implement. They are in a verse to implementation of SAP. So when SAP comes in a picture, you understand, we all are understand that when SAP coming in the picture, so you are going to be participate for the Olympic. Olympic के लिए जब जाना होता है, जब SAP आता है. So now people of KP Energy has been तैयारी हो रहा है Olympic में जाने का. So SAP they have introduced for the account. The foundation and structure of the Indian energy market will be provide a favorable environment for the expansion of the wind and solar hybrid energy in the nation, as Murthy Saab and Venu Madam well said about that. With the technology advancement and increased acceptance, wind and solar cost continue to be decreased, resulting in the wider price differential between the renewable and traditional sources. Gujarat, which is the country's most promising wind energy destination, and the KP Energy, the most formidable player in the state, as we all knows. Say, so far, our presence, Manish bhai, for all our stakeholders and things, so far our presence in Gujarat only, but now we are setting our footprint in Karnataka in very near future, inshallah. See,
Excellent.
all things we are doing for the renewable energy or the clean environment or the good world, but at the same time, your company is always taking care about the society through the CSR activities. I'm trying to give you some glimpse about the company's CSR activities. In COVID-19 also, we have done a lot of work for the society. At the same time, mass plantation, mass means 78,000 saplings have been planted and taken care by your team. Distributing of the education kit to kids in rural areas, adopting of the school education development. So far, we have crossed the 2 crore have been deployed, 2 crore rupees have been deployed by the company for the CSR activities. Thousands of people has been getting benefit from this our CSR activities. So many things which we don't want to show, but your company having the duas from this all the elders, vruddashrams, special able childs, orphans, and so many things by your company we are trying to give back to the society also. Contribution. From that also we are getting the duas, as I say, blessings. So one side, 100% people are doing the tough hard work. And our principle is like अगर फिल्म चलाना है तो एंटरटेनमेंट चाहिए. इस तरह से अगर केपी एनर्जी हम लोग चला रहे हैं तो उसमें सिर्फ मेहनत और मेहनत, दैट इज अवर सूत्र. लेकिन इसके साथ में ऑटोमेटिकली प्लस हो जाती है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस एक्टिविटीज. आई से दुआज, ब्लेसिंग्स फ्रॉम दी पीपल. रख हौसला वो मंजर भी आएगा. रख हौसला वो मंजर भी आएगा. प्यासे के पास चल के समंदर भी आएगा. કુવાવાળી વાત હવે બંધ થઈ જાય છે. प्यासे के पास चलकर समंदर भी आएगा. थक करके ना बैठ ए मंजिल के मुसाफिर. मंजिल भी मिलेगी और मिलने का मजा भी आएगा. मनीष भाई, as we venture into the FY23, we at KP Energy are excited and geared for what lies ahead, the largest ever business pipeline in the company history. Remember this, inshallah. As we move forward and execute this project in the pipeline and create a further opportunities, we are certain that it will change the fate of KP Energy and its growth trajectory for a good. With the support and enthusiasm of our team, clients, and all our stakeholders, we are optimistic that we will come out stronger, better than safe, sharper. I'm quite confident our principles and our policies and our commitment are firm, and therefore we are reaching the never heights. Future is extremely bright and the new dawns has already begun. મનીષભાઈ, ઓલરેડી આપણે મેં તમને નવા કંપનીને નવા ડોન આપી દીધા છે અને they already started. Not more than last only I'll say the way company are growing, with the all calculation, nothing is like हवा में कोई बातें नहीं हो रही है. Everything by the calculation, by the scientifical, people are sitting here and people are on the field. They all are minutely watching each and every step and putting their steps to increase the top and bottom line. That is the principle of the company. दो में से कोई एक साइज को हम लोग बढ़ाने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे. And you will next year, inshallah, at this time, we will talk something different than what we have seen in the past. That's a promise from my side, inshallah. These all people, they are mathematically, scientifically, and with very good direction, they are coming up. And I do believe in team. I do believe in the directors. I do believe in the employees that they will do or they will make some miracle in this year and in the next years also. And for that purpose, they are infusing a new people like Dr. Ann Murthy, Vanu. They all are something. Where from there? Doctor is not doctor. Doctor is a doctor in a wind energy. He is the first doctor in the wind energy. He's a PhD in wind energy. He was the first PhD in the India. Like Vanu was she was the regulatory in the JETCO from last 32 years. Arvind, he has the experience of the UPL as a director from the last so many years. See, so many people will come in the inside of the board and they will give us the direction wherever we required. Only to grow your company up for the top and for the bottom also. And मैं दुआ करता हूँ ईश्वर से, अल्लाह से कि कंपनी जिस शेप से गुजर चुकी और जिस शेप में बढ़ रही है, ईश्वर उसको और आगे बढ़ाए और हम हमेशा साथ में रहें. और जितना ज़्यादा हम साथ देंगे और जितना ज़्यादा नए लोगों को इन्फ्यूज करेंगे जो पावरफुल होंगे, मैं ईश्वर से दुआ करूंगा कि ये सब लोग मिलके केपी एनर्जी को ऐसी हाइट पे ले जाए कि इंडिया में अगर कोई सबसे पहला अगर कोई नाम ले एनर्जी के बारे में या विंड सोलर के बारे में या हाइड्रोजन के, तो वो पूरा एक ही नाम लेगा इंशाअल्लाह. कुछ ही समय के अंदर वो सिर्फ केपी एनर्जी होगा इंशाअल्लाह. My wishes to the all members, and again I'll thank you to you all who were here in 30th annual general meeting of KP Energy, and special thanks to Meghna Ben, Manish Bhai, and all stakeholders and whoever listening us. And be rest assured, you are in a very safe hand, and you are in a very not only the safe hand, very बहुत मजबूत हाथों के अंदर आप हम
Capable hands.
Capable hands. So now the आपको सिर्फ देखना है बैठ के, enjoy करो. We will ride इंशाअल्लाह with all our मेहनत और आंखें खुली, दिमाग खुला, हाथ मजबूत है इंशाअल्लाह. अस्सलाम वालेकुम and thank you very much. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
Thanks, Falguni. There being no other business to conduct, I once again thank you all for sparing your valuable time and making it convenient to participate in this meeting through video conference and other audiovisual means facility. As part of our tradition, I request everyone to stand up for national anthem and declare this 13th annual general meeting as concluded.
जनगण भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जल वितरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद
Jai Hind. Thank you.
So can we conclude the meeting?
Yes.
Sure, we can sign off.